In this video, we're going to learn a safe and professional method to find refrigerant leaks in an air conditioning unit using dry nitrogen gas. We'll cover how to set up the system, select proper test pressure, perform the test safely, and accurately locate and confirm leaks, ensuring your AC system stays reliable and free from contamination. Let's first understand why nitrogen is the preferred choice for leak testing. Nitrogen is a dry, inert, non-flammable, and non-toxic gas. Because it's chemically stable, it doesn't react with any components inside the AC system. And since it contains no moisture, it prevents corrosion and rust formation within internal parts. It's also inexpensive and easy to find. After all, nitrogen makes up about 78% of the air around us. That's why it's widely used in HVAC systems for pressure testing and leak detection. Before getting started, always follow proper safety procedures. Begin by recovering all refrigerant from the system with certified recovery equipment. Never release refrigerant into the open air. Make sure to follow your country's environmental laws, such as EPA regulations in the US. Always wear safety glasses and gloves. Keep your nitrogen cylinder secured upright. And use a regulator specifically rated for nitrogen. Do not exceed the system's pressure limits. And once the work is complete, detach the regulator from the cylinder to prevent gas leaks or damage. You'll need the following tools for this test: a nitrogen cylinder, a dual gauge regulator, a manifold gauge set with red, blue, and yellow hoses, a soap bubble solution, an electronic or tracer gas leak detector, and finally, a vacuum pump with a micron gauge for the evacuation process later. Now let's move to preparation. As mentioned, confirm the refrigerant has been fully recovered. Next, check the equipment's data tag or service manual for the system's maximum working pressure or the recommended test pressure. Never go beyond that limit. Excess pressure can cause seals, coils, or valves to fail. If you can't find the information, always stay on the safe side or contact the manufacturer for clarification. Now let's begin pressurizing. Attach the regulator to the nitrogen cylinder. Connect the yellow hose to the regulator outlet. And link the blue and red hoses to the system's low and high service ports. If your unit only has a low side service port, just connect the blue hose. Before proceeding, purge the manifold and hoses again with a quick burst of nitrogen. Slowly open the cylinder valve and turn the regulator knob clockwise to begin adding pressure. Start around 100 psi and let it stabilize for a minute or two. Then increase the pressure gradually in small steps until you reach the target. Raising pressure slowly helps avoid stressing the system. When the test pressure is reached, close the manifold valves so the system holds nitrogen independently. Now we wait. Keep the system at test pressure for about 30 minutes to an hour. Longer if possible. The longer the duration, the more accurate your leak check will be. Remember, slight pressure changes can occur naturally from temperature variations or gauge tolerances. But if you see a steady and consistent drop, that indicates a leak. Once you suspect a leak, it's time to track it down. Begin with a bubble or soap test. Apply the soap solution on every joint, fitting, and connection. If bubbles keep forming in one area, you've found your leak. For smaller or hidden leaks, use an electronic or tracer gas detector. If the leak is still hard to locate, divide the system into smaller parts, such as coils, the line set, or the compressor section, and test each segment separately. Working section by section helps narrow down the exact source of pressure loss. If the leak is on a copper line, it needs to be repaired correctly. Most technicians fix such leaks through brazing, heating the pipe and sealing it with filler metal. Once all leaks are fixed and verified, it's time to restore the system. Close the nitrogen cylinder and back off the regulator knob completely to release internal pressure. Disconnect the yellow hose, then carefully open the low side service valve to release the nitrogen safely. Now, hook up your vacuum pump and pull the system down to 500 microns or lower. This removes moisture and non-condensable gases from the lines. When the vacuum remains steady, recharge the system with the correct refrigerant type and quantity, and run the air conditioner to confirm proper operation. If the pressure drops rapidly, inspect all hose fittings and valves again. A slow pressure drop could be from temperature changes, very small leaks, or residual air. And if the vacuum doesn't reach your target micron reading, you might still have a tiny leak, moisture, or restriction. In that case, repressurize with nitrogen and test again before doing another evacuation. That's the complete professional procedure for leak testing with nitrogen gas. Safely recover refrigerant, use the proper test pressure, pressurize gradually, check with soap and detectors, purge during brazing, and vacuum the system thoroughly afterward. Following these steps ensures accurate testing, prevents system damage, and maintains long-term efficiency and reliability. If you found this tutorial useful, share it with others and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Intact Knowledge. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.